Welcome back, guys, for another episode of United Transfer Talk. And obviously, this is the third episode. And again, just like every other episode, I'm going to give you three of the top stories regarding the rumours and transfer news surrounding Manchester United. So, the first one that has been going on for a very long time now, and it's to do with Wesley Sneijder. As you know, last summer we were definitely after Sneijder, and he was our prime target in replacing Paul Scholes for the centre midfield slot. And ultimately, we didn't put up the price that Inter Milan wanted for Sneijder, unfortunately. And so he decided to just stay at Milan, as we didn't offer the transfer fee, or also his wage packet was a bit too high for our budget, and that ultimately led down to the downfall of the whole transfer. And and again, we definitely miss his kind of star quality within the central midfield this season, and the rumour started that we should go after him. And in this week's Daily Mail, it has been suggested that Teddy Sheringham, the 1999 Champions League final hero, has suggested that United will go once more in their quest in getting Sneijder's signature for our club. So what he said was a really good point and case that back in 2001, when Sir Alex wanted to buy Ruud van Nistelrooy, he actually wanted to bring Van Nistelrooy a season earlier, but unfortunately, when he was about to make a bid, Van Nistelrooy broke his leg within the match, and then that ultimately kind of put off the transfer for a whole year. But it proves that Sir Alex is a very determined man, and at the end of the day, if he wants somebody, he will pursue that somebody, and until he gets that person. And it's very likely that he will get Sneijder, because Inter Milan, they lies right now, they're in 6th place in Serie A and are very unlikely to get back into a Champions League spot, and meaning that I think some of their top players will be moving on in order to search for Champions League football, and Sneijder definitely come into that category. And now with that reduced price and Sneijder at the pinnacle of his career, waiting to go to a top club in England to prove himself, I think it will be a perfect opportunity for us to take him on. And he definitely will bring that touch of class to our midfield with his creativity, and it's also his drive for midfield, enabling him to get 10 or 15 goals per season. I know he won't be as cheap as Kagawa. As I said, £7 million for Kagawa would be a steal, and that Kagawa is, I think, 4 years younger than Sneijder. But again, Sneijder has undoubted pedigree on both the international and also at club level, winning Champions League, and with Holland getting into the World Cup final is no small feat. So again, he has proven his talent and kind of like abilities time in, time out. So Sneijder would be a quality buy, and I think he'll be ideally suited if we want to make an impact straight away next season. I think he would be around for about 20 to 25 million now, and perhaps his wages, which was reportedly set at a £200, 200 grand weekly fee, but probably if he was going to come this season, due to the circumstances, it will probably be around 150 instead of the 200, and that will make it a lot more feasible for the transfer to go through. So what do you think of Sneijder? Would he make a great fit, and would you, as a United supporter, take him over Kagawa or someone like Christian Eriksen? Leave your comment below on that story, guys. So the next story I'm going to talk about is something to do with a different area of the pitch, and this, interestingly, is to do with the defence. And as you know, a lot of people has been criticising Patrice Evra this season, even though he has been our most player throughout the season, being more consistent than a lot of people. He does tend to get a lot of criticism for his defending, because during some matches, and one that sticks right in my head is against Chelsea, when Daniel Sturridge gave him a torrid time, and also against Bilbao, Sezueta really gave him a hard time too. And Patrice Evra, there's no doubting that he still is definitely part of the top 10 in terms of the world in terms of left backs, but he has been on a almost gradually decline with his defending almost. I'm not sure whether it's his age that's causing it, or it's just because Patrice Evra need to get the kind of right balance between attacking and defending once more, and raising his game to become the world's best left back like he was perhaps 2 seasons ago. So Patrice Evra, a lot of people have been saying that we need to sell him on. That's why Fabio is getting loaned out. But again, if we were going to do what we're doing with Fabio loaning out, we need to provide some cover, or at least some competition for Patrice Evra. So perhaps we could raise Patrice Evra's game and high standards back. And I don't think Patrice Evra is finished by any means. He is 31 years of age. He still brings that experience, and again, like I said, his attacking abilities are second to none in the world in terms of an attacking left back. So Patrice Evra still has a future at our club, in my opinion, but there is a man who a lot of people has been saying that it would be ideal as his replacement, and his name is Leighton Baines. And Leighton Baines is 27 now. He is playing for Everton, and he has been one of the most consistent left backs throughout the Premier League for the last few seasons. He, very similarly to Patrice Evra, is a very attacking left back, but he does bring other qualities as well as the crossing abilities of Evra, where Evra is more of a direct runner. Baines will deliver the effective crossing every single cross, and he would complement Ashley Young very well, because he would bomb on the outside all the time, and perhaps letting Ashley Young go inside a lot more. And Leighton Baines, he does bring other qualities such as his spot kick ability, where he can either take a free kick or a penalty kick, and very similar to Dennis Irwin actually, in the 90s, where Irwin was one of the most consistent performers at dead spot kick. So Leighton Baines, he could bring another dimension in terms of spot kicks, so that would be a great addition. Leighton Baines would be around for £10 million, and we have to fight off some interest from Bayern Munich, who are looking also for a left back, and they think that Leighton Baines might fit their ideal player. So we have to fight off Bayern Munich's interest too. But Leighton Baines, being British, might be tempted to go across the Pennines to Manchester instead of to going to Munich. So Leighton Baines could be around for 10 million. What do you guys make of that story? Please leave your comment below. The last story I'm going to talk to you is about, again, another centre midfield player, but however this one is much more of a wild card option, and it's Mousa Dembele. Mousa Dembele is a player who plays for Fulham here right in the Barclays Premier League, and he has been a revelation in the centre of midfield this season. He is still very young, only 24 years of age, and he would be around for £12 million from Fulham. But however, we have a lot of interest in him to fight off from City, Chelsea, and potentially Arsenal too. And Mousa Dembele, he combines really some potent abilities. He is very fast over ground. He doesn't look fast when you first see him, but when he gets going, he's one of the fastest I've ever seen, and very elegant player. He has box of tricks, really easily to glide past people like they weren't there, and that's one of the abilities that I've seen that's really effective from Dembele. He does have this ability to a knack to just glide past people and create space for others, allowing him to either get his shot away or even linking up the play to, say, at the moment, Pogrebniak at Fulham. And Dembele, like I said, would be a wildcard option, as he's not proven at the highest level of the game. Although that could be sound as disrespectful to Fulham. I know that he's been performing quite well throughout the season. You never know how he's going to perform when he has to play in a Manchester United shirt week in, week out. And again, that could be a slight risk, but for 12 million, and he has had a lot of Premiership experience, I would say Dembele could be another well looked at option for the short term or even a long term future plan. And I don't think he's as highly rated as either Wesley Sneijder or even Shinji Kagawa, but again, like I said, Dembele has proven himself to be a quite consistent performer this season in the Premier League, and he would be a good buy in my opinion, although I would definitely prefer either Kagawa or Sneijder. So Mousa Dembele would be around for £12 million. What do you guys make of him? And if so, leave your comment below. So that's it, guys, for another episode of United Transfer Talk. I hope you like this video, and please get involved down below in the comment section with all the other United fans, and that drives some really interesting conversation between you guys, and I'll definitely jump in there and, you know, have my say too. So again, if you like this content, please rate, comment and subscribe. Cheers.